Michael Hyatt has this great quote. It says, most people spend more time planning a 1 week vacation than they spend planning their life. Raise your hand if you're in this category. You're heading on vacation and you think about all the details, what the weather's going to be like, what you're going to pack, what activities you're going to do when you get there, the places you'll eat. You even plan and save money ahead of time to pay for this vacation. So if you use this focus and planning for a 1 week vacation, why wouldn't you use it for your whole life? Life planning is a term that honestly sounds really boring. Like some sort of like official document you ask a lawyer to draft up for you and your partner.
Well,
It's not that. It's really just creating a plan for your life and the parts of your life that you value, like your physical health, relationships with your spouse or your kids or your extended family and friends, your social and emotional health, intellectual growth, work goals, financial health, even your hobbies. So it's really whatever you make it. And let me break it down a little bit farther for you into something that's really easy to visualize. We're going to think about life planning as building a house together. When you actually build a house in real life, there's a blueprint. It has all the instructions in it. For example, the size of the foundation, where rooms are going, the dimensions, what materials you're going to use. It has everything on it, down to the tiniest detail. And furthermore, when a house is being built, all the people that are involved in the building of that house, so the builder, the electrician, the plumber, the foundation person, everyone working on that project, well, they all work off of the same blueprint. Did you hear that? Everyone uses the same blueprint, because if they didn't, then you'd have the plumber putting the toilets in the wrong room, or the electrician adding light sockets where they didn't belong, or the foundation person laying a completely wrong size foundation. All sorts of things can go wonky. And yes, a house would probably be built, but it would be a really wonky house. So let's bring this back to life planning with a partner. Together, you need to think about life planning as building the same house together. And as I said before, when you build a house with someone, you use the same blueprint. And the same is true for life planning. You don't want one partner to be building a log cabin while the other is building a beach house. If you use different blueprints, you may build a house, but neither one of you is going to be happy with the results, because it'll be this chombo of a house that you didn't envision together. Instead, you've got to work off of a similar blueprint or a similar life plan so that you're building a house that you are both in love with. And that's where life planning together comes in. How this looks is that each of you writes a life plan individually. And then you come together and share and discuss your plan to make sure that one of you isn't building that log house while the other one of you is building that beach house. And sharing a life plan with your partner is essential because it opens up the pathway to dream together, for you to learn something new about your partner and their dreams and their aspirations, and they can learn about you as well. Here's another thing. You might also realize that your life plans are vastly different, but that's not a bad thing. It just opens up the space for a really good conversation about where you're headed together, and this provides you the opportunity to do so. So let's recap. Life planning is about taking the same focus that you would use for planning a 1 week vacation and transferring that to your whole entire life. Step 2, life planning is something that you first do individually, but the essential part of life planning with a partner is that you share it with your partner. You want to make sure you are building the same house.